Pittsburgh sports teams are hot. The Penguins have won 9 of 10, and the Steelers have won 1 in a row. So there you go. Both.
Got to throw a jab in. Pitt's undefeated in basketball. Give them a break. Come on. There's more positives.
You're right. I'm sincere. Penguins 3, Leafs 1 with the replacement parts. Somebody called them the Pittsburgh Penguins last night, but heck, Sidney Crosby got it done with a game-winning goal, but pretty balanced effort and a physical night, too.
Yeah, very different than the last time the two teams played, and I think it had to be. I don't think you can play with Toronto's speed, the kind of game, with as many Wilkes-Barre guys up there. Not that they're not fast. I think every win right now is like a gift, Ken. I mean, this team is rolling, and it's just
nice sentiment over the holidays here.
How many guys are out of the lineup? I mean, they just continue to keep plodding forward. They're at a stretch right now where they got the 3 games into 4 days, and they won them all. I think they got 5 and 7 days total or something like that because they got today off and then 2 more. So it's a very busy time with a lot of guys out of the lineup, but they keep piling up points, which will be just as valuable in March as they are right now. I think it's been understated how well they're playing with what they got out of the lineup.
Fleury is 6-1 with a .950 save percentage. The only stumble came in the Bruins loss, where he gave up 2 goals in the last couple of minutes.
Which I don't fault him on. They were terribly sloppy in their own end there. You can't give a guy a shot in the slot with 2 guys screening you and expect them to stop it.
And an emotional night with the Sean Thornton hit. And speaking of which, he appeals yesterday his 15-game suspension. Does it irk you that he and the Bruins would go through that process?
Well, I don't know if you've read much in the Boston papers. I have not, with how they're analyzing it. I wonder how much the NHL Players Association has, tugged at him to do this. He seems like the kind of guy, and especially with the respect he's gotten out of the Penguin locker room, that would accept his punishment and move on. And they just may want him to appeal it to knock it down. It's precedent setting. You start getting a 15-game suspension for stuff, and then the next time it's like, well, this is worse than that, so it's 20. This is already the highest regular season suspension in the Brendan Shanahan era.
Well, do the players want to protect themselves or don't they? It's one thing to go through the process, but if you're trying to get this out of the game and protect your fellow players.
I don't think they're trying to get out of the game, Ken.
Well, then just put barbed wire around the rink and let them
Shanahan was kind of given that edict at the beginning. I think they thought that at first, I don't know if it was window dressing and they knew that they were going to back off of it, or, they realized that fans are still going to come out. Fans like a certain amount of violence in the game. I mean, a lot of people.
Last night was entertaining, and there was borderline.
Right.
Maybe not even borderline, but there was violence.
Yeah, there were a lot. I view last night's game as a good, hard-hitting hockey game. A couple of fights that broke out as the result. Bortuzzo's first fight with Bodie was because Bodie gave him a hard hit. That's when a fight in hockey,
somebody's going to get hurt.
Premeditated. Let's drop the gloves 7 seconds into the game because we had an argument a year ago, October, or you stole my girlfriend in junior hockey, or that's the kind of crap.
Well, but this guy played 2 minutes and had 2 fights, though. And he had 13 fights in the minors already. So
yeah, but Bortuzzo started the first one.
Well, the guy came in with his elbow up.
And
I don't
know. And then he's probably sorry he started the one with Zach Sill, because Sill knocked all 6'4" of them around the ice like a bag of potatoes. So, but I think that
old school NHL.
All of that stuff is so different from the crowd. I mean, Sean Thornton's thing is one of the ugliest, premeditated, cowardly acts I ever saw. But I just wonder if the NHLPA and his agent and everyone else, plus when you prorate it may just be it's not that he's not admitting that he was wrong. That's going to cost him $85,000.
That's a lot of Christmas gifts.
That's a lot of Christmas gifts. So I think even if you get it knocked down 5 games, Ken, that's a considerable monetary savings. So I don't look at it immediately. Well, I don't know that it matters. I don't know that anybody in that situation wouldn't try to at least recoup some of their losses if you're looking at it financially, or getting to play a few games, or especially if the union is saying, hey, we got to get this thing on. And I think all of those things play into it. I think the very least thing is we look at and think, the nerve of this guy. He does this, gets suspended, now he's going to try.
But he's a union brother.
Yeah, I don't think he's thinking along those lines that this was too harsh. I think he's thinking along, with his wallet and with his union brethren.
Minnesota, pretty good team coming in on Thursday, but before then, New York Rangers on Wednesday night, so pretty good stretch of intriguing games for the Penguins. We'll be talking about it, of course, all week. Guy Junker, Kent Laird, TribLIVE.com.